Hello and welcome. My name is Alonda Carter and I am the Recovering Hunbot. I create anti-MLM videos, so if you enjoy that type of content, you might want to consider subscribing. Today, I am going to share with you what I think is probably the cringiest and strangest multi-level marketing phenomenon or thing that I've come across. I mean, there's plenty of MLMs out there in the world. There's something for everything. And this literally, it just takes your breath away. I'm talking about Vantel pearls. Yes, there is a pearl MLM. And in order for you to actually understand what is going on, you're going to get to have a little snippet of what this is all about. If you would like to support me as an anti-MLM creator, the very best way you can do that is through my Patreon. You can sign up for one of the 3 levels I've created. They're all very reasonable, ranging from $1 to $10 a month, and literally any amount helps. And it does help me keep on plugging away as a content creator. So go ahead and check it out. There's a link in the description. Now, I suspect that there may be some Vantel Pearl Huns that will hop on here and claim that their little business is not an MLM, because that's usually a tactic that, Huns use because they're trained that whatever it is they're doing, it's so different. But I'm just going to tell you, it fits the criteria. Are you building a team? Yes. Do you have to get a starter kit? Yes. Are you selling a product that has a ridiculous markup on it? Absolutely. And for you Vantel Huns, I have absolutely no beef with you at all. It's more the business itself, the Vantel Pearl company, of what they're putting out and they're having you do that. It just blows my mind. I find it to be incredibly strange. Now, obviously, I am not the demographic, and I get that. But I'm trying to just wrap my head around this. It's like, I don't understand why this is a thing. It just is, it perplexes me. It's one of those things where I just literally have no words, but I'm finding them to try to describe this for you. So let's go ahead and take a peek at what these pearl parties that Vantel Pearl Huns have. Now, I will tell you this. Vantel Pearls is not the only company that does this pearl party thing where you're shucking oysters and stuff. There are others, but today we are just really going to be looking at aspects related to Vantel pearls. So go ahead and enjoy this little montage of pearl parties. So what did you think? Do you want to go to a Pearl Party. Let me see if I can describe to you what is going on here, because I just find it strange. That's all that I have, is that I literally, I just am clueless as to why this is a thing, but it is. And I guess there's a part of me, I can understand people getting almost like addicted to this, wanting to see what color is the next pearl. But here's the thing. There are people going on Facebook doing Facebook Lives shucking dead oysters. Did you catch that? Shucking dead oysters live on Facebook. Yes, it is a thing. So this is basically how that process goes. Somebody comes on Facebook Live. Now, all of these Vantel Pearl Huns, and I'll just say anyone who's shucking the pearls at you. Wow, bad joke. But anyway, anyone who is doing this, they have their own little flavor. Some are playing games, and they're very engaging with their audience, because people come on and, it's just kind of like, girls getting together, and there's a lot of chitter chatter. And as I watch these, they don't go fast. I mean, there's like long pregnant pauses in everything, because I guess you gotta, work the crowd to get to the point where you're going to shuck a dead oyster, I mean, I literally don't get that. But anyway, I digress. So you go to the pearl party, but in order for somebody to shuck your pearl, you have to buy a piece of jewelry from their catalog. So you're going to spend anywhere from probably like around 20 some odd dollars on up to over $100 to get the piece of jewelry that the pearl or pearls are going to go in. Now, you can generally get 1 pearl shucked, up to 3 pearls shucked, I think, for a piece of jewelry. It just depends on the design, if you will. So you buy the piece of jewelry, and then on the live video, the person is going to shuck oysters, these dead oysters that have had pearls shoved inside of them, that have then been vacuum sealed in these bags, and they're in like a mixture of alcohol or formaldehyde. I've heard both things. And what really bugs me is that they're touching them with their hands, and some of them will touch these things and then like touch their hair or their face, and I am just so grossed out. I'm thinking that stuff has got to smell. Me being from the Texas Gulf Coast area, I've been around a thing or two when it comes to stuff living in the sea. And I've never been one to like enjoy fishing or that kind of stuff, but I was the one in my household when my parents would go crabbing. I'm the one that would shuck the crabs. So I know about that. But I can't imagine getting these oysters, and then they put them in a bucket. And so it's kind of soupy in there, and they're pulling them out. And they will have sometimes on trays, and you saw on the little clip that there was a tray there, and they all had like different little names, or they'll be on something, and they show them to you. Now, what I find incredibly comical, and I certainly am just like, WTF, is that they will hold up the oysters. They describe them usually as he's. I have no idea why. They just do. Same thing with the pearls. They're he's for some bizarre reason. Anyway, they describe them to you like the outside of the oyster is going to somehow relate to the pearl that was shoved inside of it some way. I don't get it. Does that make sense to you? I mean, I think that's just weird. But they go to great lengths to describe what they look like. And if they have hair, we're talking about seaweed on it, and they just show you everything. And then when they shuck it, they'll show you, and nothing here, which will be the side of the shell where there's no dead oyster meat in it. And then they'll proceed to poke around the dead oyster meaty area to have a pearl pop out. Kind of like popping a pimple in a way, but a dead oyster. I am so grossed out at the thought of anybody doing this. And then there's a bunch of hooping and hollering and how beautiful it is. And they'll roll the little pearl in some salt, and they'll put it up close to the camera so you can see the color, and you too can ooh and ah. And then we proceed through the usual steps of what they did before. They'll take that pearl, put it in a little envelope, and then they send it off to Vantel Pearls, and I'm presuming like with your name and address and everything on it, because you already paid for this masterpiece. And then Vantel Pearls will take the pearl that was sent, Supposedly, I don't know if they really do, but that's supposedly that's what happens. And then they put that little pearl in whatever overpriced cage thing that you got and then ship it on to you. Now that you know a little bit about what's going on at these pearl parties and all that jazz, let's go ahead and do more of a deep dive into Vantel Pearls itself. Joan Hartle Cabral, I'm not sure if I said her name right. Anyway, she is from Boston, Massachusetts, and she is a graduate of Brandeis University. She is the founder and president of Vantel Pearls. The story goes that Joan returned from a trip that she went on to Hawaii with a gift for her niece, a pearl with an oyster inside of it. And once she saw how her niece was just enamored with the oyster and the pearl, she decided to share the oyster opening with others. Before the MLM arose, she had opened 2 retail stores, and then after a few years decided to host a home party. That one party changed everything. Now, honestly, I cannot imagine going to a home party where somebody is shucking these oysters and, for the piece of jewelry I bought. Now, that's just me. Maybe you're different. Maybe it's your jam. It most certainly isn't mine. This is straight from their website. It says Vantel Pearls is unlike any other company for one simple reason: the magic of oyster opening. Ooh, ah. Do you feel the magic? Inside our oysters are genuine pearls. They come in a variety of colors and sizes, and each one is one of a kind. Like the pearl, you are one of a kind. Your life, your personality, your dreams, they are unique to you. Vantel Pearls offers the opportunity to build a business that fits your life on your terms. A business that thrives when you add your own brand of personality, when you make it uniquely you. Now, let me just ask you this. How is that different from any of these other MLMs that I have ever talked about? They all say that they're unique, and they all want to offer you, quote, an opportunity. This is from an article from Western Massachusetts News, and it states, you order a setting, choose an oyster, and wait to see what kind of pearl is hiding inside. For a time, consultants used a chart compiled by the National Pearl Association of the United States to appraise each pearl. No such association exists, and most consultants have stopped giving a dollar value to the pearls. After opening the pearl, it's sent to Vantel, where it's placed in its setting. Western Mass News reporter Mary Kate Mannion bought a pearl and chose the dog key chain tag, which retails for $40.28. The order arrived with an additional door prize, a black pearl peacock necklace that lists in the Vantel catalog for $85. Then we took the keychain and necklace to Funari Jewelers in Chicopee. It turned out the pearl was plastic, and the metal on the necklace could have been made out of lead. This is that chart that was used by these distributors, consultants, whatever, they're called, these pearl ladies. In an interview with BuzzFeed, Jeremy Shepard, the treasurer and marketing director of the Cultured Pearl Association of America, says, to be completely honest, I think they pulled that name out of a dark crack somewhere. The National Pearl Association does not exist, and according to industry experts, the NPA is a fabrication of pearl companies looking to scam customers. Now, doesn't that kind of give you pause to think? Doesn't that really make you wonder, what are people really getting? What is this opportunity all about? And is it worth getting involved in? I'm just going to say right here, right now, no, it's not. But we are going to look at some of the information in the consultant agreement with Vantel Pearls. Since you are watching this, hopefully you are anti-MLM, or I'm turning you to be anti-MLM, and you'll know better than to get hooked up with a company like this. Now, under number 4 of this document, the independent contractor relationship, it clearly says that you are not a business owner and that you are an independent contractor. And then if you look under 5A, under the rights, responsibilities, and duties, you submit an application to serve as a direct sales consultant to Vantel Pearls. And those that you recruit are referred to as your downline. Now, doesn't that sound an awful like multi-level marketing? Just for you Vantel Pearl Huns, If you think you're not in a multi-level marketing thing, you kind of are. So let's be clear. There's only one profession I know of, and I'm using profession loosely, that uses the word downline in its multi-level marketing, network marketing, pyramid marketing, whatever name you want it to go by. It's not what a typical business, what a quote normal business uses, because I do not consider MLM to be normal, Okay, under 5D, it says that you agree to their terms and conditions and that you signed the consultant agreement. And in this agreement, you discover all of a sudden there is $100 oyster fee under 5H, and this should be a red flag. You are told right there that you cannot purchase, any of these oysters anywhere else and basically sell them. So if you can get them elsewhere, that lets you know their entire little pearl thing isn't something special, meaning this is not the only game in town. You can get this stuff elsewhere, and I'm going to share with you some places where you can get pearls for a fraction of the cost. If you're so inclined that you want to open up, a dead oyster and squeeze out a pearl. I'm kind of hoping that you're not into that, but that's just me. So let's see what it takes to, be chosen to be a Vantel Pearl distributor, because anybody who is sending in that application, they're getting in. Because look at what the qualifications are. 18 years or older, a citizen or permanent resident in the United States, have a valid social security number, must have read and agreed to the Vantel Pearls consultant agreement, maintain a valid credit card on file, purchased a Vantel Pearls consultant starter kit, and have access to the internet and have an email address. That's it. So basically, if you have a pulse, you have a home, and all of that, you're in. You can start today, Again, I think the Huns that work for Vantel really need to look at what are they doing. It just really looks like anybody can send in an application and that they're going to be accepted. I highly doubt that it's super competitive. Now, when you decide, hey, I want to shuck pearls on Facebook Lives because that just sounds like a good time to me, you have two options. You can pay either $99 or $149. Now, we all know the more you pay, the more you get. So they get you with that, that look at all these other things you get if you just spend a little bit more. You do have this technology fee that you pay, which is $12.95 per month. But when you join, they waive it for the first 3 months. That should kind of tell you something right there, And what do you get? You get a replicated website and a monthly newsletter. Wow. When you sell anywhere from $1 to $3,999 worth of their quote jewelry, and I just want to, the things that I want to say are not going to be nice. I'm really trying to refrain. But anyway, you sell this stuff, not quite $4,000, but once you hit $4,000, then you can earn 30% commission. But let's say that you're looking to make $3,000 per month. To do so means you would need to consistently sell $10,000 worth of this jewelry, or 238 sales. That's 238 pieces of this jewelry, roughly 7 sales per day, every day of the month, meaning you better get to some oyster shucking right now, sister. Now again, in case you're a Vantel Pearl Hun, you're saying this is not multi-level marketing. Doesn't this look like there's different levels? And when there's different levels, hence multi-level. Okay, so in this example of this mixture thing that we see on the screen where Tina is a gold leader, to be a first generation qualified leader, I'm going to read to you an example from their compensation plan, okay? In the example below, Tina is a gold leader and needs 2 first-generation qualified leaders in order to be qualified as a gold leader. First-generation leaders do not need to be on level 1, but they cannot be below level 4. In order to find a first generation leader, we look at each downline of Tina's level 1 consultants. Alex is a qualified silver leader this month, so she counts as one first gen qualified leader. Tina can only count one qualified leader in each downline leg, so she does not count Jean, who is on the down leg of Alex. Barb and Cher are not qualified leaders and have no downline. Dana is not qualified leader, but if we look at her downline, she has Kim on level 3, who is a qualified leader. Kim would be another first generation qualified leader for Tina. Therefore, Tina has her 2 first generation leaders. Alex and Kim are first generation qualified leaders for Tina. Now, let me just say, reading that is just confusing as all heck. Like all MLM companies, their compensation plans are just not easy to follow. They are fundamentally confusing. Now, we're not going to take a look at every level or anything, but what does it take to be a quote, an active consultant? Because with any of these companies, you have to be active. Active consultant qualifications. An active consultant is one who has submitted $500 or more personal total sales volume over a 2-month rolling period starting with the first month. Consultant qualifications and benefits. Commissions. A consultant may earn 25% of personal commissionable volume of jewelry sales. Consultant does not need to be active to earn this 25% commission. Oh, well, slap me silly. You don't need to be active to earn commission. That's odd, because generally you need to somehow. Consultants are eligible to receive 2% sponsorship override on the monthly CV jewelry sales of personally sponsored consultants. 2% override on level 1 consultants not personally sponsored. 40% discount on personal jewelry purchases. Monthly requirements to receive consultant overrides: must be active, must have a monthly TSV of 250 or more. Overrides are payable each month these requirements are met. Okay, so there's the kicker. If you want to get your override, then you need to be able to have, the 250 or more, but you can get a 40% discount on your personal jewelry purchases. And here's the thing, when you watch those Facebook Lives, there's all kinds of prizes. So you know that these people are going to be encouraged to get different things so that they can offer them as prizes and, entice people to buy their janky jewelry. There, I said it. I just think it's janky jewelry. So where else can you find this stuff? Well, we can go to orientalpearls.net, because let me tell you, the prices there are much, much less. So here we are at orientalpearls.net, and you can get all kinds of things. I'm just going to scroll down here. Look, you can get 1 oyster with an undrilled pearl for $8.97. And remember, when you're going with Vantel pearls, you're spending anywhere from $20 on up to get, a piece of their jewelry and to be able to shuck 1 oyster, up to 3. Because usually to shuck 3 oysters, you're going to be paying a pretty penny. So these are some of the things that you can just go and skip all of that and go right on over here. And look at this, you can get this Wish Pearl gift set. And I even saw one video where somebody had something like this. It was like as seen on TV. So there are other ways to be able to get these things if you're so inclined. And really, the only way I could see ever being interested in doing this is if I had a daughter and my daughter was, 10 to 12 years old, and she was having a slumber party, and we were doing this as some little gift thing for the girls to have. You know what I mean? That's the only time. Other than that, I do not see the appeal. But like I said, I am not the target market. And looky over on Etsy, guess what? You can get these things too. In other words, you don't have to go through Vantel Pearls. That is my point. It's going to be a ripoff, because whenever you buy anything from an MLM, they're always overpriced. You don't get some amazing thing. There you go. And you even can get the little pendant things and all of that. So you really can do this in a much more economical way. You don't need to watch somebody on Facebook squirting out pearls from dead oysters, is my point. And looky, you can even go to Amazon and you can get a bulk of stuff there. Again, you just don't have to go to an MLM. Whenever an MLM is selling something, somebody is going to be selling that same thing for a lot less. Now we're going to hop on over to Instagram and look at some of the posts. And notice here, really, 5 liked it, really. I am looking for 2 motivated ladies or gentlemen to join me and my team on this amazing journey with Vantel Pearls. Let's chat about your opportunity to work from home and so much more. Bunch of hashtags, and there's even a hashtag join my team. Seriously? Wow. And even hashtag make money, hashtag love to shock. Oh my gosh. Discover the pearl in you. 1. Open an oyster. 2. Find your pearl. 3. Choose your setting. 4. Send us your pearl. 5. Wear and enjoy. Host a pearl party. Ask me how. Did you know that you can earn free jewelry by hosting a pearl party? This is a great way to bring friends together. You can host online, in-home, at mixers, in your small business, or just a group of friends together in a winery, yoga studio, book club, coffee shop. The possibilities are endless. Ask me how. Hashtag Vantel Pearl Independent Consultant. Hashtag friends. Hashtag party ideas. Hashtag party. Hashtag get together. Hashtag girls night. Hashtag bridal shower. Hashtag yoga. Hashtag coffee shop. Hashtag small business support. And there's a whole bunch of other hashtags after that. And I ran out, and look, there's only 1 like, which is really makes me kind of sad for her. Girlfriend's trying. I don't get it. And, if I tried to do this, good golly, I don't think I'd be able to get a single person interested in me shucking pearls. Seriously. Welcome Wednesday. Like us on Facebook, Instagram. Stay tuned for all of the weekly party updates. Join the Blank community to share your pearl mail and post about your day. There have been quite a few new likes and follows lately, so I wanted to take a minute to say welcome and introduce myself to y'all. I'm this person, the girl behind all the pearls, or better yet, the girl always covered in pearls and known as whatever. I have a wonderful supportive team around me on this journey, and I'm always looking to share the amazing opportunity. Send me a message to see how you can join my team. I love all things involving pearly treasures, animals like trash, pandas, dogs, cats, and more, all of them. Also, I'm a total food enthusiast, and there are 4 likes. And isn't that kind of sad? You're going through all this trouble of making a fancy little thing to put on Instagram, but boy, that is, oh my gosh, because I remember myself with Beachbody making my little graphics and feeling productive because I'm making graphics. It's not productivity, it's busy work. It's all busy work to keep you sucked in and to keep you buying things at 40% off so that you can give those away as free to entice people to maybe buy some of this jewelry from you. Bottom line, that's what's going on. Front, she believed, and I can't read the back, so if you can, good for you. Front, life is a celebration. Front, prayers and support. Front, she was brave and strong. Okay, all of those could just be sold to anybody in an MLM, because doesn't that sound like, the kind of things that MLMers say? Love these 2-sided necklaces. I'm struggling to decide which is my favorite. Which is yours? Hashtag Vantel Pearl Independent Consultant. Hashtag she believed. Hashtag she danced to her own beat. Hashtag life is a celebration. Hashtag start the party. Hashtag prayers and support. Hashtag with you always. Hashtag she was brave and strong. Hashtag she was true to herself. And there's 1 like. Oh, that's just so sad. And I think I went to Truth in Advertising because there are some over-the-top claims that are made. A lot of them have been taken down, but let's just check this out. Do you love Vantel pearls? Do you want financial freedom? Do you have 3 days per week to dedicate to pearl parties? Send me a message to inquire about joining Vantel Pearls. I'm looking for 4 go-getters who want to change their lives through financial freedom. Hashtag now hire. Hashtag now hiring. Hashtag join the team. Hashtag team blue bucket. Hashtag Vantel Pearls. Oh, are you ready to join? Are you? Huh? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you're just dying to do pearl parties. And this is another from Truth in Advertising. Vantel Pearls 2017 Getaway Mexico Beach Resort. Your chair awaits. I love the financial freedom being a consultant with Vantel Pearls. Thanks to all of you who have made my journey a huge success. I'm so close to reaching one of my goals, which is earning this free vacation. I need only 2 more people to join my team with only a small investment of $99 for your complete kit and a $100 deposit so you can start your journey. Who's ready to have fun and make money? PM me or comment below. Discuss the opportunity waiting for you. This direct sales company is like no other. Oh, good golly. So basically you are saying for $200, you can get this crap and you can start doing it yourself? I mean, really? And there was 1 like, just saying 1 like. All of these are so sad that nobody is just jumping on it. But then again, why would you? I mean, why? Okay, there was a class action lawsuit in 2017. Now, it has since been dropped, but I want you to know what people complained about. Consumers have complained of a number of problems with Vantel pearls, including delayed shipments and poor jewelry quality. Now attorneys working with ClassAction.org are investigating whether a class action lawsuit can be filed to help customers and consultants get refunds. Now, I'm going to say this to you guys. I always put a link to how to file with the FTC in my descriptions. I've also made a video about it. If you have, quote, worked for an MLM company, Vantel Pearls, Beachbody, it works. I mean, choose your MLM poison, whichever one it is. You need to file with the FTC and let them know. It's only through us doing that where we kind of, we show the numbers of people who are being taken advantage of by these companies. So you need to do that. Now get to it. Okay, now back to this. There was a class action lawsuit filed in 2017. They were working with ClassAction.org, which has since kind of like dropped that entire investigation and all that sort of thing, okay? Now, let me say this to you. If you have ever been with an MLM company, be it Beachbody, It Works, Vantel Pearls, Enagic, Mary Kay. I mean, pick your poison when it comes to MLM. It is very important that you file with the FTC because it is through the numbers of people filing that will get the FTC to take action. So if you haven't done that, I created a video on how to file a report with the FTC. Plus, there's always a link in my video descriptions that tells you how to do that, will help you out and all of that sort of stuff. It's not that hard. It's going to take you maybe 10 to 20 minutes to do it. And it's worth getting yours out there so that you can just basically stack the deck against whatever company that you are with. You got it? Now get to it. The jewelry isn't being delivered or is taking several months to arrive. If the shipment arrives, the jewelry isn't sterling silver and isn't the pearl picked out by the customer, meaning I guess it wasn't the pearl shucked. The jewelry is breaking within 2 or 3 uses. The pearls are breaking and or falling off. The jewelry is changing color. The pearls are fake and were placed into the oysters. Well, hello. How do you think the pearls even got there? Did you think, the likelihood of finding a pearl in an oyster, a real pearl, is, very slim. They're manufactured. They are made. I've watched videos of cultural pearls being made, but there have been instances that these pearls were plastic because people have taken them to, jewelry stores and stuff, right? In addition, Vantel Pearls is allegedly telling customers to contact their party consultants regarding delayed or missing orders, refunds and reimbursements, and complaints about jewelry quality. Now, why in the world would you tell your consultant about that? Vantel Pearls, the company, they're responsible for it. In cases where the jewelry hasn't arrived, the company is alleging telling shoppers to call the local police on the consultant, claiming he or she has stolen their money. In essence, Vantel Pearls is reportedly trying to avoid responsibility for its product and instead passing the buck to its party consultants. Now, I'm telling you, if you are with Vantel Pearls or ever were with Vantel Pearls, you need to file with the FTC, because that is absolutely horrible that they are going to just try to pass off the buck. Because when I look at Joan, she looks like a nice lady. But when I see this kind of stuff, and when I know what MLMs are all about, because it's endless chain recruitment, it's never meant for you to be making big bucks or anything. And if anybody is, remember, you have to have those people keep coming in at the bottom so that you can make any money. It is a horrible, horrible design, and it's designed to suck money out of your pockets. Something I had meant to talk about when I was making this content, and I'm in the middle of editing it, is a concern I have. Because there are a lot of women who seem to be, wanting to have a chance to get a free oyster, because that's one of the gimmicks that's often used, or they're wanting a particular type of pearl, so they're willing to keep buying these oysters and hoping that they're found. But that just rings to me a form of gambling. Plus, there are also these various games that are played. These games involve rolling a dice or spinning a wheel to decide the number of oysters that are opened and that sort of thing. And I think that probably breaks a lot of laws in many countries. And definitely in the U.S., because guess what? As far as I know, there's only one state that allows gambling, and that's Nevada. So, I think it is very deceptive. I think this particular type of MLM, where there's this, oyster shucking thing going on, that it can be overly damaging to people, because it can get you addicted to wanting to get that chance to get whatever you're looking for. Does that make sense? And then add on top of it that what you end up getting, because, it's been taken to different jewelers, and jewelers have said they're pretty much worthless, you're not really getting anything for your money. Nothing that is worthwhile. You're better off, in my opinion, just, like here in Houston, we have a street called Harwin, and there's all kinds of stores up and down it, and you can get stuff like really, really cheap. People come from all over the country just to go to Harwin. You're better doing that. You're better going to Charming Charlie's. You're better going to eBay, anywhere, but just don't participate in these pearl parties. And I really want to know if anybody has a clue if all of this would be considered gambling, and what kind of laws are being broken by having these people have these, quote, pearl parties live on Facebook. Well, I hope this has given you some insight into this Vantel Pearl MLM, and also just pearl parties in general, which just do not sound like a good idea. I mean, maybe you want to have a pearl party. I don't know. But if you do, use Etsy, use Amazon, or that other wherever pearl whatever net that I found. Use that. Don't go through an MLM, because you're not going to get good quality. That's the bottom line. That's the problem with all these MLMs, is that the products themselves, they're not so good, because they're overpriced so that it will pay up to the people at the sea level and also pay the people up above you. It's not designed so that you make big bucks. It just isn't. Now, if you enjoy anti-MLM content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell, and also give this video a thumbs up. And if you have been a Vantel Pearl consultant, I would love to know what your experience was like, and if you've had complaints, and how did you get comfortable shucking oysters? Don't they stink? I mean, I can't get past the thought that they must stink, and getting my hands in all that stuff just sounds like a big bucket of suck to me. But, hey, that's me. Maybe you enjoy putting your hands in whatever that gook is. It just seems so very gross to me. And if we want there to be any kind of change, remember, it is up to us to get our stories out there. So again, I'm urging you to file with the FTC. Make sure that you check out my video or use the link in my description so that you can do that, because we really do need to kind of do our best to get this type of company, off the map. It's been around for like over 30 years. People have been shucking pearls that long. And like I said, they're not the only company. But it's just such a weird, weird thing. And remember, change starts now.